Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to e-learning classes of St. Michael's Academy, Bethiya. I am your Rashmi ma'am and present here with a new topic of class 9th chemistry lesson 3, that is atoms and molecules, which I have already started. Today I am going to discuss a numerical problem with you all. Just that in previous lecture I have discussed about Dalton's theory, Dalton's atomic theory and its drawbacks. On basis of that theory, here I am going to discuss a numerical problem with you all. When 3 gram of carbon is burnt in 8 gram of oxygen, when 3 gram of carbon is burnt in 8 gram of oxygen, 11 gram of CO2 is produced. जब आप 3 ग्राम कार्बन को 8 ग्राम ऑक्सीजन के साथ जलाते हैं तो 11 ग्राम of CO2 is produced. What mass of CO2 will be formed when 3 gram of carbon is burnt in 50 gram of oxygen? अगर आप 3 ग्राम कार्बन को 50 ग्राम ऑफ ऑक्सीजन में बर्न करेंगे तो what is the mass of CO2 and which law of chemical combination govern your answer? ये जो क्वेश्चन है केमिकल कॉम्बिनेशन का कौन सा लॉ आपके इस आंसर को ये करता है, प्रूव करता है. तो यहाँ देखिए आप, व्हाट इज द रेशियो ऑफ कार्बन एंड ऑक्सीजन? दैट इज 3:8. रेशियो ऑफ कार्बन एंड ऑक्सीजन इज 3:8 टू फॉर्म 11 ग्राम ऑफ CO2. हम ऑक्सीजन एंड कार्बन का जो रेशियो है वो यहाँ पे 3:8 है. बट इन नेक्स्ट लाइन what the question is, what mass of CO2 will be formed when 3 gram of carbon is burnt in 50 gram of oxygen? But to produce CO2 the ratio should always be 3:8. रेशियो कितना होगा हमेशा? 3:8. What we will do is that 3 gram of carbon is burnt in 50 gram of oxygen, means your oxygen is taken will be 8 gram. So extra oxygen will remain unreacted. 50 minus 8, that is 42 gram. This mass will remain unreacted. 3 gram of carbon will react only with 8 gram of oxygen. How much oxygen you have taken is doesn't matter. The combination should be always 3:8. So you can see the 42 gram of oxygen will remain unreacted. The law of constant proportion is right for this answer. The law of constant proportion govern this answer. Is it clear? आप समझ रहे हैं कि लॉ ऑफ कांस्टेंट प्रोपोर्शन का मतलब क्या है? कोई भी लॉ एक कॉम्बिनेशन का जो रूल होता है उसके अकॉर्डिंग उसका रेशियो फिक्स होता है. इसलिए ये क्वेश्चन मैंने पूछा आपसे. होप आप सब समझ गए होंगे. नाउ आवर वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग चैप्टर in this very atoms and molecules, I am going to discuss what are atoms. From the very first lesson, I have taught you in fact, atoms are smallest particle of any element. एटम्स क्या होते हैं? स्मॉलेस्ट पार्ट ऑफ एनी एलिमेंट विच कैन टेक पार्ट in a chemical reaction. किसी भी एलिमेंट के स्मॉलेस्ट पार्ट को एटम कहते हैं जो केमिकल रिएक्शन में पार्ट लेते हैं. एटम्स of most of elements are very reactive. Atoms do not exist in free state. Atoms do not exist in free state as they are very एक्टिव. वो बहुत एक्टिव होते हैं. एटम्स आर वेरी वेरी स्मॉल इन साइज, दैट इज 1 nanometer, which is equal to how much? That is 1/10⁹ meter. Okay, is it clear? The size of atom is indicated by radius called atomic radius. Hydrogen atom is smallest atom of all. Hydrogen atom is smallest atom and atomic radii is 37 nanometer. Hydrogen atom is smallest atom. We cannot see with naked eye. It can be it cannot be seen even under most powerful optical microscope. A specific microscope, that is STM, scanning, tunneling microscope enables us to see atoms. And you can see in your textbook the figure is given. The atoms can be seen as bumps on the surface of solid using a scanning tunneling microscope. जो मैंने अभी STM बताया, scanning tunneling microscope, उसके अंडर में आप एटम्स को देख सकते हैं ऑन द सरफेस ऑफ मेटल्स लाइक स्मॉल बबल्स. यू सी हियर लाइक स्मॉल बबल्स the on the bombs on the surface of solid using a scanning tunneling microscope. So now we are very much aware with what are atoms. So now atoms, just a quick revision, atoms are smallest particles. Atoms are smallest particles of element which can take part in chemical reaction. Atoms do not exist in free state as they are very reactive, very small. They are very small in size. The size is approximately 1 nanometer, that is 1 by 10 raised to 9 meter. Atom size of atom is measured by their radius, called atomic radius. On the studies, we have seen that hydrogen atom is smallest atom, and atomic radius of hydrogen atom is 0.037 nanometer. It cannot be seen even under most powerful optical microscope. आप इसको powerful microscope से भी नहीं देख सकते हैं. STM, that is scanning tunneling microscope, enables us to see atoms. As I have shown you the picture of atoms somehow like this. So here what all about atoms. Now a very interesting chapter, very interesting topic, that is symbols of elements. What are symbols? Basically, what are symbols? A symbol is a sign or thing which represent or stands for something else. किसी चीज को symbolize करना, बताना, किसी चीज को figure out करना. In previous times, first we will discuss the Dalton symbol of elements. Dalton's symbol of elements. Why this is called Dalton symbol of element? Because Dalton was the first scientist to use the symbol to represent the elements in short way. In periodic table there are so many elements which are initially जिनका नेम नहीं था, इनिशियली उनको नेम नहीं दिया गया था, तो पहचानने के लिए उनको सिंबलाइज किया गया. सबसे पहले फर्स्ट साइंटिस्ट टू डू दिस वाज Dalton. That's why it is called Dalton symbol of elements. So Dalton has given some important symbol. Hydrogen, symbol of hydrogen was like that. Carbon was like that. Oxygen like that. So in your textbook there are some elements or symbol is given here. Iron like this, copper, silver, gold, lead and mercury. Dalton has given so many symbols of elements. Dalton's symbol of elements were difficult to draw and inconvenient. क्यों इसको डिस्कार्ड कर दिया गया? Because it was difficult to draw a symbol of each and every element. So later, in not used at in later studies, J.J. Berzelius of Sweden. Sweden is a place. Who proposed that? What proposal was that? He used the first letter of the name of element. He used the first letter of the name of element. What, like hydrogen, H, oxygen, O, carbon, C, chlorine, Cl. So J.J. Berzelius was the scientist who proposed the first letter of the name of element. J.J. Berzelius of Sweden was the scientist who proposed the first letter of name of element to symbolize the elements. In my next class, I will discuss some more symbols, and so many proposals were given to symbolize the elements. In next class, I will discuss some more interesting symbols of elements. Till then, take care.